folks. I think I'm getting sick, but I'm gonna power through. We are on the Eagle or the Miner prompt. Miner because of San Francisco 49ers, duh, just in case you didn't know. And Eagles because my boys have made the playoffs yet again for, I believe, the fourth or fifth year in a row. And let's go Birds. Go Birds. Um, anyhow, I'm gonna go read these stories now and do my very best to respond to the things that I read in a way that is helpful and constructive, otherwise known as a crit. Oh boy, this is going to be a mess. All right, we have Thran Guy first with Striking a Chord. Um, I like this. I like it a lot. It's a nice vibey piece that moves through its words very, very intentionally. The harmonies are there. It just sort of echoes on itself. Um, it's pretty, it's visceral, and it doesn't overstay its welcome as any drabble possibly could not possibly. Okay. Yeah, and it has it's serious and it's spooky, but it also ends on an uplifting note, and I appreciated that. So well done, Thram Guy. I think the verse and the structure also lends it a good boost. So solid stuff. And then we move on to Phantom Muzzles' What She Sees. I'm not the sharpest reader at the best of times, and that is letting me down now too. This is not one of those, oh my god, I don't understand what's going on puzzle stories. It's a story that I can't quite tell who's what or where's what or whatever. Um, like what is the metal bird? What actually matters to me though is the prose surrounding the bird proper, the bird of the story, and the confusion slash intention is striking. It also feels very kinetic in places. The story just moves as well as the bird does too. I like that the whole thing is basically just a hunt. It's a flash. It's a flash in the pan. It's quick, and I imagine this is kind of how, you know, a bit of prey will experience an unfortunate hunt like this. So it works. I like what I'm reading here. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, then we move on to Quiet Feet's Eagle versus Cowboys. Fun little send up on the prompt since Eagles and Cowboys football, blah blah blah. I hope you understood that. Well, it probably doesn't matter. I'm guessing you understood that Miners were 49ers, so it could have been Eagles versus Miners, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is good. I enjoyed this one. I think this might be one of my favorites of the week from you. Um, it is it's tough to write a convincing animal doing smart things without over anthropomorphizing, and I think you towed the line well and threaded the needle pretty effectively. The final consequence of the story being, the eagle wins through a victory and feels clever enough without being some kind of like a genius person bird. So I really did appreciate that, but everything leading up to it was also pretty solid. Apart from I didn't love the third paragraph. Like now, Eagle didn't like the many first to begin with. Oh, okay. You did such a better job everywhere else. Like this is something you can show. You don't have to tell us that, even if it's just. I mean, I guess Eagles kind of have one face, but there's a better way. I'd honestly say you don't even need it. Like we can figure out through the action what the motivation is in this case. I don't think you need to tell us about how Eagles feeling about any of this stuff. But that's a quibble. Otherwise, I did appreciate and enjoy your Eagle story. Go Birds. All right, and closing out the penultimate prompt is Trove, all caps, by Rivets. And I'll say that it did a good job of setting the sort of fantastical tone. This feels very Middle Earthish, I'm wiggling my fingers. I don't know why. The tone works. I I don't really get much of what's going on. Plimic, we'll say, clearly is just like, the guy in Indiana Jones is being schlepped along that everybody knows is going to fuck around, and then he does, and it's like, well, we knew he was going to fuck around. It's like, well, what the hell's wrong with all of you? And that's sort of what happens. So he fucks around, he finds out, and that seems to be the main thing of the story. But what were they really trying to do or trying to accomplish? Um, I feel like as the author, but we don't necessarily as the readers. So, um, again, the tone, the mood of it, that is all pretty effective. Um, but not much of it surprised me, and what didn't surprise me kind of left me a little bit lost as to what was really happening here. So that is the end of Eagles versus Miners.